In this video, I will talk about alternative methods for building information systems. We start this presentation by talking about traditional systems lifecycle. We then move on to prototyping and end-user development. Furthermore, we talk about application software packages, software services, and outsourcing. Finally, we'll see an example of an organization in which the outsourcing method is applied. An information system is an integrated set of components for collecting, storing, and processing data. This is the input, and for providing information and knowledge, this is the output. Information systems differ in terms of their size and technological complexity, and in which organizational problem they are meant to solve. Organizations can count on information systems to carry out and manage their operations, interact with their customers and suppliers, and compete in the marketplace at the same time. The traditional systems lifecycle is the oldest method for building information systems. This methodology is a phased approach to building a system, dividing systems development into formal stages based on the waterfall model. This means that there's a need to complete a phase before moving to the next one, while maintaining a formal division of labor between end users and information system specialists. Technical specialists are responsible for systems analysis, design, and implementation work, while end users only provide information requirements and review the work that was done. This method is mainly used for building large complex systems, but it can be time-consuming, costly, and inflexible. Prototyping is the action of building an experimental system rapidly and inexpensively for end users to test. The result of this method is called a prototype. A prototype is a working version of an information system, but not yet refined. It might even not still do what it is intended to do, but it must show the end users what the system is about and what it aims to do in the future. Thanks to prototyping, users will be able to identify problems early in the information system implementation, thus saving time. Prototyping is an iterative process, so in each subsequent iteration, the prototype will become more and more reflective of the user requirements. It is often used to design information systems and user interfaces. End-user development allows end users to create simple information systems by themselves, reducing the time and steps required to produce a finished application. End users can access data, create reports, and develop simple applications by using user-friendly query languages and reporting, website development, graphics, and PC software and tools. End-user developed systems are usually completed more rapidly than those developed using conventional systems lifecycle. Although this is the case, it still cannot replace conventional tools for some business applications with higher levels of procedural complexity. Today, many systems are based on commercially available application software packages or in cloud software as a service. Since the most common applications are already provided by ASP or software as a service, companies can avoid writing their own software from scratch. As a matter of fact, much of today's software is not developed in-house, but is purchased from external resources, and it turns out to be much cheaper. When a company buys such software, it uses customization features to modify the ASP or SaaS according to their needs. Finally, a request for proposal is a detailed list of questions submitted to software vendors used to evaluate the ASPs and SaaS they provide, in order to promote third-party trust in their software. Outsourcing happens when an organization needs another organization's resources and expertise to build or operate their information systems. Outsourcing can be divided in two main categories, domestic and offshore. Domestic outsourcing is driven primarily by the fact that outsourcing companies possess skills, resources, and assets that their client companies do not have. On the other hand, offshore outsourcing is a work done for a company by people in another country, rather than just being from company to company. The work is typically done at a much cheaper cost than it would have been done in the same country. It reduces cost and adds world-class skills and assets to the table. IT companies that offer consulting services are a great example of this. An example of what we talked about in the previous slide is the company Deloitte. Among other activities, Deloitte offers outsourcing services in many areas to their clients. More specifically, Deloitte's network of professionals assist their clients in solving technological and information management challenges through IT outsourcing.